In this video, I'll be reacting to my preseason predictions for this season, and let me tell you, it gets pretty bad because I am an idiot. But before we get into it, make sure you like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and make sure you stick around for more videos and more content like this. But alas, let's get into the dumpster fire, which is my predictions. I have these tiered up in tiers right here, as you can tell. And I'm going to be, on the far left will be the top of the division. And okay, yeah, buddy, we get it. Can you, okay, what am I doing?
Teams mapped out, and then I'll be going over end of the season awards as well as MVP and predicting the Super Bowl matchup and the Super Bowl championship.
Okay, yeah, we get it, buddy. You don't need to move in the camera like that. Whoa, what am I doing here?
I will be excited to see how stupid I look.
You look very stupid.
Yeah.
You look very stupid.
Jump right on into it.
Very stupid. Very, very stupid.
Say less. So,
say more, actually.
I'm going to start from the bottom of the division and work my way to the top of the division.
Okay, here we go. NFC North. Did I get it right?
NFC North. I have the Chicago Bears.
That's terrible. That's killer. Oh, my gosh. I picked the Bears last. Oh, I'm so stupid. All right, whatever. Oh, this is so bad. If you don't know, the Bears actually won their freaking division. God dang it. Here, let's just go into it. Here, standings. My gosh. Okay, so the Bears, they won their division, actually. They went 11-6 and won the division. The other three teams won 9 games, and they all lost. Golly, man. Let's see my reasoning.
The Chicago Bears, they did have a couple of great improvements this past offseason.
Yeah, they did. Why didn't you pick him first?
Especially with Luther Burden, man. I wanted Luther Burden so bad.
Hey, hey, you know what? Luther Burden actually became a dog, so I'll take that.
We were going to get him. Sadly, the Chicago Bears got him. Now, he has been dealing with a little bit of injury in the OTAs.
Yeah, he ended up getting over it. All right, who we got next?
I think that he's going. But I think.
Whoa. Why do I have a drink and why is there a sticky note on the bottom? This is so stupid. Leave a comment down in the comments on what I need to do better, because apparently I have a sticky note on the bottom of a cup that I'm drinking out of.
I think that he's going to be great for the Chicago Bears, and I think that the Bears are going to be,
which he was,
okay this year. I think they'll have a better record than last year, but
they did way better.
A really competitive division. I mean, the NFC North, one of the most competitive divisions in football,
ended up not being so competitive this year.
Not the most competitive division, because we'll get to that one later, but.
What did I say the most competitive division was? I surely I didn't say the AFC West.
It is definitely one of the most competitive. Bears, you filter yourself out to the bottom. Next.
Bro, I didn't even give the Bears a chance. Caleb Williams was so good this year. It's not even close. Oh, my gosh.
I've got the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, good.
Vikings.
Good. I'll take that. I think they were bottom. No, they were third. So I got them in the right spot. So where the heck did I put the Lions? To be fair, all three of these teams probably could have been switched and flopped. I mean, the Vikings won some games towards the end of the year. I didn't think they were going to be that good. Let's
they kind of made a switch up. They went from Sam Darnold to J.J. McCarthy. I still think that this team is going to get close to making the playoffs.
They were.
I still have them getting 10 wins this season.
Okay, they got 9, so that's not a bad take.
Just a little bit of an off-production year, and I'll probably be wrong. I mean, we'll just see. Justin Jordan Addison.
Justin Jefferson did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. He didn't have any yards. Like, he barely even got 1,000 yards this season because they just didn't throw him the dang football.
Always create havoc for the Vikings. I mean,
they normally do, but they didn't throw him the ball.
McCarthy, I mean, come on, man. He's probably going to be really, really good for the Vikings.
God, I didn't say that. The one time I don't have a bad take, I screw it up and I make it look stupid.
I think he's going to have a good season.
No, he had a terrible season. Terrible. He started out looking good, then he sucked, and then he was decent again. And it was just bad. It was just bad. Bad season.
It's just not going to be a 14-win season for the Vikings.
Okay, good, because it's
next
not.
We got the Green Bay Packers.
Okay, you know what? I flipped the Bears and I flipped the Lions. That is fine. Before this video even after this video is when Micah Parsons got traded, okay? Micah Parsons got traded mid-season. I had no idea that this was going to happen.
Green Bay Packers, yes, they did just release Jair Alexander, but they
did, but they got Micah Parsons.
2 seasons without him. Combined for the last 2 seasons.
The Green Bay secondary was just fine, I think, without Jair Alexander.
Jair Alexander only played a total of 14 games for the Green Bay Packers. And it was 7 each season. So, I mean, if you look at the numbers, with and without Jair Alexander, they still had a really good defense. And
of course they did.
That's what got them to the playoffs.
They did.
Jordan Love, I mean, yeah, I think you're going to the playoffs, but
they were super close. I think they actually did make the playoffs. Did they make the playoffs? Did the Packers? Yeah, the Packers made the playoffs, right? I'm not stupid. Yeah, they made the playoffs. Packers made the playoffs. Okay, so I was right there.
But you're definitely not the Detroit Lions. Now,
okay, I'm going to be completely honest. Okay, what is going on?
Now, the Detroit Lions, what is going on?
I don't know. What is going on?
The Detroit Lions, I've got winning this division.
Okay, to be fair, a lot of people have the Lions winning this division. But the Bears dead last? Am I stupid? Okay, at least I got the Vikings and Packers right.
The Detroit Lions, obviously, are probably going to be a 14, 15-win team. I still think that
yeah, they were a 9-win team. It's so bad. So bad.
At the top of this division.
Bottom, actually. Bud.
I aced this division, so let's move on.
No, you did. You did not ace this division. Not even close, bud. I gotta put on safety glasses because this is getting rough.
This is getting AFC rough. North.
Enough said. Okay, we don't
Seems
need.
Like you got competitive divisions, and then you got the South. I'm just playing. Anyways,
no, you're not. Actually, the South is buns. I will never say I'm just playing again. The South is buns.
AFC North. At the bottom of this division.
Okay, come on.
I have the Cleveland Browns.
Yes. I think I'm right. Did I start off the division right this time? Let's freaking go. 5 wins. Yes. Okay.
Based off their quarterback situation,
we're going somewhere.
Possibly muster a playoff spot.
No, okay, I did not. Gosh. See, I make a good pick, and then I follow it up with something stupid, man. What am I doing?
Absolutely, especially because the Steelers have no idea what in the world they're doing.
The Steelers actually ended up doing really well. I think they won the division. So, the Steelers ended up pulling it together.
Over there in Pennsylvania. And I just, kind of think that the Browns are just in a spot where they're just going to be the bottom of the division for a while. You got
okay, thank you.
3 teams that have been making the playoffs or are competitive enough to make the playoffs as long as the Bengals defense get together.
Yeah, and they did not. The Bengals defense did not get it together.
I mean, the Browns, you're probably looking at Shadur Sanders being your starter this year. And
I did not just say that. Okay, to be fair, he was the best quarterback that they had on their roster by far. He when he got in, he looked so much better. And he was just a 5th-round draft pick, right? And he didn't perform the greatest, but he was definitely the best quarterback they had on their roster.
The sense sucks.
Oh, okay, so I had the Bengals next.
Your defense is horrible. Your defense sucks.
They did suck.
That future,
they're like last in the NFL.
Your defense was dog water.
It was. Yeah, I agree with you, actually. This might be the first time that he's actually agreeing with me, and I agree with him, former Graham. The defense did suck. They were terrible.
Bottom of the NFL.
Not quite, but really close.
With that being said, the Cincinnati Bengals do have one of the best offenses in the NFL, and they're going to wreak havoc. Jamar Chase is probably going to...
They weren't that crazy, but they weren't bad. They weren't that crazy, but they weren't
another
bad. They
naked-
almost made the playoffs. They started out cold like they always do, and then they started winning some games, and they just couldn't quite pull it together. That's 6 wins. And then Joe Burrow wants to, leave. He just wants to delete himself from the organization.
Thrown out.
Let's go to the next one.
No, it's not. We'll pick for
What?
offensive player, or maybe it is. I don't know. No, it's not. But pick for offensive player, who knows? I mean, that's just a kind of a.
What am
kind
I
of
doing
thrown
here?
out there. That's not my actual pick for offensive player, or maybe it is. I don't know. No, it's not. But we'll. Get to that
This-
later. Next, this is
What do I
a
got?
tough decision, guys. Really
Go
tough
Ravens.
decision. I got
Dang
the
it!
Steelers.
Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that. Okay, Graham, we do not need any of
The
that.
Pittsburgh Steelers going third second in the division.
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better because I didn't know where to put the Steelers in my original concept. Because it was like the Browns suck because they're the Browns, the Bengals suck because they're defense. What do I do with the Steelers? And I thought the Ravens were going to be some juggernaut. Well, then Lamar Jackson got injured, and they didn't hand the ball off to Derrick Henry. It was just a complete mess.
Pittsburgh Steelers. I do like where they're at.
I do too.
Basically, with their
They were
quarterback
good.
room, I do
They were
like
good.
Will Howard. Will
Will Howard ended up getting
Howard
injured.
is an amazing quarterback. I think
He is.
becoming a starter in the NFL. Then you got Mason Rudolph, who
Yeah,
has
next
been
year.
a starter in the NFL before.
Mason Rudolph's
we'll
dog
just
water.
see what happens with Mason Rudolph. But you obviously have the starter for this year in Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers
was
will
pretty
be
good.
fantastic, I think, for the Steelers.
He was. He was actually really good. That's a good take. Now let's not follow it up with something stupid.
He's got more of the coaching staff around him. He's got DK Metcalf, for goodness sake.
DK Metcalf, when he wasn't punching fans, was really good.
So I mean,
Let's be honest.
I think the Steelers are gonna ball out this year.
They
Still
practically did ball out. I mean, they won the
only
division.
get 10 wins and get knocked out in the first round of the wild card, but
There's no way. 10 wins and they got one. I got it right. That's okay. That's crazy. They got 10 wins and they got knocked out in the wild card. I was spot on with that. To be fair, it's probably the easiest team to predict because that's the Steelers every single season. I didn't predict Mike Tomlin getting fired though. I didn't predict that.
you know, whatever. And then of course you got the Baltimore Ravens, Super Bowl contender
Okay, so I got this division right, but I had a top pair
this year
switch.
as well. The Baltimore
So that's
Ravens
interesting.
are not going anywhere unless Derrick Henry were to break his leg.
Okay, well, wrong player, right idea.
Okay, the only way that Baltimore does not win this division is if their defense declines a lot.
Which it did. I didn't know I made this take, but yeah, Baltimore's defense went down a slope compared to last
Where they have to
season.
put up a lot more points every game.
Which they did have to, but they couldn't get it done.
They can't run the football with either Lamar Jackson or Derrick Henry.
They could run the football. That wasn't the problem. It wasn't that they couldn't run the football. It's they wouldn't run the football. They just wanted to pass the ball. And it was like, run the dang ball.
That is the only way that they don't win this division. I
So I was
for
right
the
there.
Baltimore Ravens, this is the year where it seems like it's uncertainty after the Baltimore Ravens because all these other teams, you really don't know what's going to happen.
Okay, that's actually a reasonable take. We didn't know what was going to happen with all these other teams. Pittsburgh ended up winning the division on a missed field goal from Baltimore. So Baltimore was this close to make the playoffs again
You look at the Cleveland Browns, for instance.
and winning the
You
division.
don't know what their quarterbacks, what their edge rushers.
Okay.
Then you get the Steelers have a
Edge
clue what's
rushers.
going on defense, and they can't figure out how to sign both of their edge rushers.
Which they actually did sign both their edge rushers, thank goodness. Whoa.
Then you get the Steelers. They can't sign T.J. Watt, but they have a decent quarterback room now with Aaron Rodgers. And then, iffy receiving core now.
Okay, that receiving core is insanely iffy. When DK Metcalf was out because he punched a freaking fan, they were starting Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Super Bowl champion, by the way.
George Pickens is gone. DK Metcalf is in.
George Pickens ended up being a dog for Dallas.
And then you got the Baltimore Ravens. Like I was just saying. Cakewalk.
I did not just say that. And I grabbed the mic.
Cakewalk.
Golly, we don't need that.
Anyways, then we have the NFC East. Now this one,
Oh, dear God. What did I do here? What did I do here? Okay, to be fair, nobody saw Jalen Daniels getting hurt. Okay, and I didn't see the Cowboys winning 7 games, but we'll see here. Who do I got at the bottom?
Can get a touch controversial at times.
Yeah, it can.
Because it's such a competitive division.
There's no way I said this was the most competitive division of football. Because it was not this year. Not even close.
Don't surprise anybody. I got the Cowboys. Now.
Oh my gosh. The one year I'm like, you know what? Dallas, you're going to suck this year. They actually ended up being really dang good.
Cowboys could easily come out and be a playoff team.
Hey, they were really close. They were really dang close to making the playoffs. I'm glad I said that.
They have the talent. It just depends on Schottenheimer. I think that's his name, the coach. Will the coaching...
Okay, the fact that I made this pick based off of who their coach was going to be actually kind of makes me happy. I'm not going to lie. That makes me happy.
Be able to flourish under Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones has been a big problem
for
this organization.
Micah Parsons even got traded.
Ever since they won.
When Micah Parsons got traded, I thought this pick was in the bag. I was like, oh, yeah, they're dead last. And then, no, it didn't happen.
And they haven't made it back. Even though they have all the talent in the world. But I mean, that's really not the players' fault.
I mean, they go into 7 games.
But it's really Jerry Jones' fault not extending players when they need to be.
It is. It's Jerry Jones' fault 100%.
Not getting the playbook as soon, just
Micah Parsons, dude.
And then they're still not signing Micah Parsons right now.
Which they trade him.
At the moment, like in years past, I would have put them easily second in the division every single year. This year, they're going bottom.
Which is kind of crazy that I say that because they did get second in the division. So,
I think the New York Giants are going to be better than the Dallas Cowboys. And the New York Giants...
that's an interesting take. I'll say this. If Malik Neighbors and Jackson Dart and Cam Scadavoo don't get injured at all and miss any time, any 3 of them this season, the Giants could have made the playoffs. They looked really dang good. And they played without Malik Neighbors.
Have made a lot of interesting decisions this year, and actually,
they have.
Surprise to many of you, I actually have them making the playoffs this year.
Oh God! If they would have just stayed healthy, I could see your logic, but it didn't happen. It just didn't happen.
The New York Giants under Jackson Dart, I think will at least get 10 or 11 wins,
which is crazy. They only got 3. 4. They got 4 wins. Okay, they got 4 wins. So I was a little off there, but I'm not mad at this because if they would have stayed healthy, it was possible. They could have got 10 wins in this division because this division was garbage.
And make the playoffs. I think Jackson Dart is going to be fantastic.
Which he was. Why am I scratching my head?
Correct on that.
You are correct. And let's get your face off the screen.
I hope that's a yes. Anyways, next
it is a yes. He was really good. He was actually good.
The Commanders.
The Commanders. They are terrible.
At number 2.
Terrible.
I think that
Daniels
will have
terrible pick.
At least close to the same year he did last year. He'll probably be in the MVP race again.
He got freaking injured, okay? He got injured and he was not the same. Not the same.
That
still a top 12 quarterback in my opinion, but not the same.
They are going to make in re-signing Terry McLaurin. Hopefully they re-sign him and they don't trade
They did re-sign him.
Granted, I'm making this
They did re-sign him
in June, so training camp and all that stuff hasn't happened yet, and injuries have been taken into accounting.
That's true.
Philadelphia Eagles win this division once again.
At least I got that right. Okay, I switched. I took the Cowboys out of second and moved them to last and then bumped up the other 2. So the only thing I actually got right was the Philadelphia Eagles.
Saquon Barkley doesn't get the Madden curse, and he's fully healthy.
Which, I mean, technically he didn't perform that well. I mean, he still had over 1,000 rushing yards, but he wasn't like Saquon last year.
And that Eagles O-line keeps on running over defenses. They're not going anywhere.
Well, they technically did go somewhere for the first half of the season, and then they finally got the crap together, and then A.J. Brown's probably going to get traded, so who knows what's going to happen.
Let me just tell you.
Not a bad pick.
First one to tell you, Eagles win the NFC East. Next.
Okay, yeah, they did.
AFC East. Now this.
Oh, good Lord. This one's bad.
This can get kind of tricky. I have the Pats at the bottom.
No! No, you didn't. They're in the Super Bowl. They're in the freaking bowl, man. They're in the Super Bowl right now. What are we doing?
What the turd? I have the
literally what the turd
at the bottom of the division.
I'm scratching my head again.
At the bottom of the division, Mike Vrabel. I think that he's going to be great for this organization.
Which he was, 100%.
But I still think that there's a lot of missing pieces this year.
Ended up not being very many at all. Like, no missing pieces at all. This team was fantastic. I mean, they might lose in the Super Bowl, but who knows?
To fully depend on, Drake May to get them places.
Which, he was insane. He might win the MVP. Like, it's probably going to be Matt Stafford, but it probably should be Drake May.
I think they're going to get maybe 6 wins.
Put this in perspective, guys. Let me just show you how many wins they got. They got 14. I said they were going to have basically as many wins as the Miami Dolphins. So, yeah, not good for me.
Maybe 6 wins. The Patriots, Stephon Diggs didn't play last year. And
he was insane.
Look at some of their training videos.
When he's not in allegations, but
they've been dropping a lot of passes. However, that was probably just like 2 random reps on a random Tuesday.
Which it was. 2 random reps on a random Tuesday, and you should not have judged the Patriots off of those 2 freaking video clips.
And there was the only 2 passes dropped during practice.
It was.
We got to take into accountability on what we can see. So, Patriots, sorry, you're going to the bottom of the division.
No way I put the Dolphins over the Patriots. Okay, you know what? It was bad, right? But at least I got the Dolphins right. Oh, no. I have the Jets higher.
Dolphins. Now, what the heck just happened? Apparently,
the Miami
Dolphins are now in the NFC North. Third.
Okay, we don't care.
The Miami Dolphins, as long as they can stay healthy, I could see them winning the division.
Okay, to be fair, that's not a bad take. Tua turned the ball over was pretty bad. But Tyreek snapped his knee in half, so...
I mean, I guess that's a bold statement. But I see them...
it's a bold strategy,
Cotton. They could possibly win this division if they just stayed healthy and they had a good run game.
Not bad.
That, they needed to get Tyreek Hill the ball a lot more.
But he snapped his knee in half. He snapped his freaking knee in half.
What's going on with Tyreek Hill? And
he snapped his knee in half.
He's a great quarterback. He can...
I did not just say that. Disgusting. Disgusting. Ugh. Terrible quarterback. He's getting terrible. He is dog awful.
Man, this offense, we've seen that as long as Tua stays
healthy. No, he's not healthy. I'm skipping this.
I have the New York Jets.
God, I had the Jets next.
Jets,
this is so bad.
This might come as a surprise to some of you because I was just hyping up the Miami Dolphins. But the New York Jets actually, I feel like, have a better outlook on things than last year because I think they have a more...
No, actually, they had the first defense in NFL history to not have an interception. That's how bad they were. They were god-awful. They were like, they had the 2nd overall pick because the Raiders were so bad. 3 wins. 3 wins. They won 1 road game. They were 0-6 in their division. They only won 2 games in the AFC. They ended the year on a 5-game losing streak. They were dog awful.
Competent quarterback. You heard that right. Justin Fields, I feel like, will flourish at the Jets.
He was terrible. I don't even remember who was the ending quarterback at the end of the season for the Jets. Justin Fields was terrible. Then the first 3 games of the season, the Jets were stacking up points, and it was like, this could be possible. All they have to do is just win, because they were like losing by less than a touchdown, but they were scoring like 40 points a game, and then it just completely fell off.
Quarterback that flourished with the Jets, like, ever, but...
And there probably will never be.
I mean, if you look at it, Ryan Fitzpatrick was really the last one that actually did something great with.
And he did nothing.
Jets.
So
I think he played for the Jets season this year under Justin Fields, and we'll just see. I mean, really, I'm just basing that off of Justin Fields, and their defense is still.
Which Justin Fields and their defense
pretty much primarily intact.
Yeah, not anymore. Quentin Williams got traded and Sauce Gardner got traded. They just straight up mid-season were like, all right, we're loading up on picks. That's pretty much what the Jets did.
Easy schedule. I think they'll be able to do it. But
no, they had a terrible schedule, and they were just terrible.
They don't have as easy as a schedule as the Buffalo Bills.
Okay, what kind of copium was I smoking? My gosh. Okay, so the Bills did come in second in this division to the Patriots, who came out of freaking nowhere.
I think this is kind of stupid. The Buffalo Bills might literally go undefeated this year.
They did not. They only won 12 games.
They are the first team in NFL history when their schedule
to be favored in every single game.
That's how I personally think they lose one game to Kansas City, and I think that
which they ended up destroying Kansas City, and Kansas City only had 6 wins. But I guarantee you I have the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl.
Probably get the 1 seed. This I personally think they lose one game to Kansas City, and I think that they probably get the 1 seed.
Okay, not bad. Not a bad take, but the Bills did suck.
Such an easy freaking schedule. Now, if you look at the Chiefs' schedule, which we'll talk about that later, they got than anyone else in NFL history. Okay, so that's the AFC.
You're saying that I judged this based off of their schedule. I'm not going to lie, that wasn't a bad take, but they lost games. They lost the game to the Jets. Not the Jets. They lost the game to the Dolphins. They got swept by the Patriots. It was kind of insane. I think they got swept by the Patriots.
I don't think.
I know I got it right.
You got it wrong, Sonny. You got it wrong. Wrong.
Let's move on to the NFC South. I have the Saints going.
Oh, dear God. All right, you know what? That's not a bad take. That's not a bad take at all, because I was right. Now, this division actually was a little bit more competitive than it normally is. 8-9, 8-9, 8-9, 6-11. So, not bad, but definitely not great.
At the current moment, you have nobody. Derek Carr just retired.
Hey, Tyler Shook actually was pretty good.
Shoulder injury.
Okay, Tyler Shook was all right.
You have literally no one.
You went bad. You have Tyler Shook.
Literally no one. So we'll just see how that.
They had Tyler Shook.
For the Saints.
They had Tyler Shook.
They have practically nobody.
They had Tyler Shook.
Practically nobody.
Tyler Shook.
Practically nobody.
Why are you saying practically nobody several times?
All right, next we got the Tampa
Bucks?
Bay Buccaneers. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. Get them out of here. I've got the Falcons.
Yeah.
The Falcons.
Let's go. I made a good pick. I think I got this division right.
The reason they're going to be third in this division is Kyle Pitts. Now, if they trade Kyle Pitts, they're probably going to be bottom of the division.
Okay, they didn't trade Kyle Pitts, and they were pretty dang good, actually.
Be such a
back half of the season. They beat the Bills. They beat the Bills.
Versatile weapon on offense.
He was. He had one of the best fantasy football games from a tight end in NFL history.
That's what I'm basing it off of. Their defense.
Bucks. Bucks.
Next.
Go Bucks. Bucks next.
Carolina Panthers. Now the
Dang it! Okay, to be fair, they both went 8-9. It was really close, but I didn't get it right.
I feel like we'll muster 10 wins this season. Yeah,
10 wins.
I think the Panthers will muster 10 wins this season.
Okay, they were close. They had 8, so I mean that's not a bad take.
You heard it right, and I think Bryce Young is going to be pretty good. Ted McMillan.
He was actually pretty good.
Really, really, really good as long as he doesn't get injured, which he is dealing with some injury right now.
I mean, he wasn't really, really, really good, but he was good.
I guess, but at the top of the division, no surprise, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As long as Baker Mayfield doesn't break his leg and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin stay healthy.
Which they did not. To be fair, Mike Evans was injured for most of the season, so I can see the Bucks. Though they were the hottest team in the NFL, they went 6-0 and then just fell off a cliff. Man,
this team is pretty freaking solid. I mean,
they were pretty freaking solid until everybody got freaking injured.
Their defense has been really good. I mean, they had a top 10 defense last year, I believe, and they had a top 10 offense. Actually, they had a top. I think they're going to win 11 games.
11 games. They went 8-9. Not bad. Everybody got injured.
Like I said, these two divisions are not the greatest.
Which they weren't, but the AFC South was a lot better this year, I will say. There was 3 teams at one point competing for that division title. was pretty
NFC
crazy.
South.
Don't pick the Texans. No, I see my cursor on top of that. No. Do not put the Texans dead last. I will slap you. Do not put the Texans dead last. What are we doing?
I have...
This is the face of a dumb man. Dumb man.
Okay, so for the
Continue.
AFC...
I say he's dumb because he was my past self. My past self, dumb. All right? Don't listen to past Graham. Listen to current Graham. Current Graham knows ball.
I have the Titans going bottom.
Okay, thank
I
goodness.
See Cam Ward having a good season.
Okay, nope. We're skipping. We're skipping. I don't want to hear anything about the Titans. Actually, I kind of do.
To a playoff berth.
Okay, nope. We're skipping. There's no amount of copium that you're gonna be able to get me to believe that the Titans could have made the freaking playoffs. Okay, they were so bad. They were so bad. They won 3 games. They shouldn't have even won 1. They shouldn't have won any of those games. Continue, Graham.
Up next for the South, I've got the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay, to be fair, this was looking like a big mistake for like almost 3/4 of the year because the Colts were the best team in the NFL. Then Daniel Jones tore his ACL.
Colts at the moment, apparently they're rolling in because Anthony Richardson has been kind of injured. And
he sucks. Anthony Richardson is trash.
It looks like Daniel Jones is actually apparently... Hold on.
Why am I drinking more water?
I don't know how that is even feasible.
Because Daniel Jones is actually Indiana Jones, and he was dang good this year when he wasn't freaking hurt.
You would think that these teams would learn... Hold on, I'm going to read that. You would think that these teams would learn not to trust Daniel Jones.
I like how I didn't even, cut this right. I didn't cut this video right. I probably won't even cut this video right, but that's okay.
But apparently nobody listens to me.
Which we shouldn't, because you actually had a really bad take. Not gonna lie, you got the right spot with the Colts, but it was not good because Daniel Jones actually was pretty good.
The Giants cut him after paying him the big bucks. With that being
said,
they
did,
the Colts,
and that was bad.
They just haven't been healthy. Jonathan Taylor hasn't been able to replicate his fantastic rushing. Jacksonville Jaguars,
you know what?
Going second in this division.
I got this division right. That's crazy. Okay, to be fair, the Jags were pretty good. Not because of Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter was not good because he got injured.
That if Travis Hunter puts up nuclear numbers on...
Which he did not because he got injured, so we're going to skip
but
this.
But Trevor Lawrence would have to be truly a bomb squad player.
Which he was. He was actually really good. He was considered for MVP for a couple weeks out of the season.
I mean, the Jags...
Dude, look at that hair, man. I'm just itching my head.
Yeah, the Jags. All right, next, winning the division, no-brainer here, the Texans.
So I got this division right. So that was good. I got it right. Oh, no, I didn't get it right. The Jags actually won the division. The Texans were better than the Jags, in my opinion. But I didn't get it right. Dang it, I was one game off, but that's okay. That's okay.
Won this division the last 2 years in a row, and I see them winning it again this year as long...
Which they didn't. They got second.
Don't be, insanely awesome with Travis Hunter. You know, the Texans, they've kind of gone...
I thought I was lower on Travis Hunter. Apparently, I was, really high on Travis Hunter, and then he got injured. Actually, really didn't even do much while he was healthy.
They just re-signed Nick Chubb, so I'm kind of excited.
To be fair, he was a rookie, and Nick Chubb did absolutely nothing for this Texans team, so we're going to skip that.
I'm kidding. It's not surprising. I got the Cardinals.
Okay, Cardinals at the bottom of the NFC West. I was right, I think. I was right. Yes, I was. Okay, to be fair, this was the most competitive division. 14 wins, 12 wins, 12 wins. All 3 teams making the playoffs, with the Seahawks getting the 1 seed. The Cardinals were terrible. Granted, they lost so many one-score games again. Let's see if I can talk about
Marvin
that.
Harrison Jr. didn't pan out as well as
and he
most
won't.
people had hoped.
He won't.
I still
He's
think
complete
he was
draft
solid
bust.
or really good rookie receiver last year. Xavier Worthy put up almost the same numbers as him through the air.
Yeah, and Xavier Worthy sucks too.
Got a lot of upside because he had a lot of rushing yards too and a lot of rushing touchdowns.
No, there's no upside for Xavier Worthy.
So the Cardinals, I mean, I don't know, man. Kyler Murray could easily put up a couple of wins by himself.
He practically
the Cardinals
did.
Are a team.
That's they got one win with him, and then Jacoby Brissett came in, and nobody thought Jacoby Brissett was going to do anything, and then he put up nuclear stats, but they just still couldn't win.
Halfway through the season, you'll be like, oh, they might be playoff contenders, and then
yeah, no, nobody was thinking that. Everybody was like, this is the worst team imaginable. Everybody needs to be fired. That's what everybody was thinking of mid-season.
And die, yeah, just.
that was basically their season. Copium, death. That was basically
the Cardinals, bottom of the division. Next, I have the 49ers.
Who do I have? There's no way I got this division right. There's no way, right?
Lost too many pieces. They lost too many.
So I think, but they still made the playoffs. So
on defense. Yeah, you know that's true. Future Granitis and both legs. And Christian McCaffrey's probably not going to be the same.
What's going on?
Tendinitis in both legs.
Actually, okay.
Yeah, you know that's true. Future.
Okay, that's actually not true, past Graham. He was actually better with tendinitis, which is nuts. Nuts to say. He had the best season almost of his career. He had the best season since I think it was either his rookie or his sophomore season with the Panthers. That's how good he was. He put up 416 fantasy points this year. He was insane. He almost had 1,000 yards through the air, and he had like 12 to 1,300 rushing yards on the ground. He was a monster. He should win MVP, but he's not going to because you got Drake May, and you got Matt Stafford, who ended up being insane.
Christian McCaffrey's not going to be the same as he was.
He was better.
Then, next you have the Seattle.
Brock Purdy even... Oh, I got the Seahawks next. That sucks. But Brock Purdy, George Kittle, they all even got injured. And they still got to the playoffs because of Mac Jones.
I think the Seahawks come in second here, and I actually think the Seahawks missed the playoffs. Got you there. The Seahawks...
Okay, I was about to crash out. Seahawks missed the... You're crazy.
9 wins.
9 wins.
You got Sam Darnold. You got Cooper.
Okay, they had 14, and they're the favorites to win the Super Bowl. So I'm not mad at this because nobody knew what Sam Darnold was going to do. But my gosh, man, what are we doing?
JSN. You could easily see them win this division.
Which they do. I'm glad I said that.
Rams winning this division.
Okay, to be fair, the Rams looked like a juggernaut, and they were a juggernaut team. But then the Seahawks beat them twice, once in the regular season, and then once in the playoffs.
The Rams winning this division because they've won the division the last so many years, and it's been fantastic.
Which they have, and that's all right because the Rams are pretty dang good.
Other than the 49ers.
Okay, this is actually crazy. How it is up on screen is basically how this division should have gone. The Chiefs are actually where the Chargers are. So middle pair switch here. But I know for a fact that I had the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl.
They've been the only other division champs for the last, 8 years or something like that. And they've made it to a Super Bowl not that long ago.
And they were close this year. But just not near as good as that Seahawks. Seahawks.
Almost the same roster as they have now. I say that because they still have Matthew Stafford. They got rid of Cooper Kupp. Aaron Donald retired since then. But I do think that the Rams can easily muster 13 wins this year.
Hey, they got 12. So I'll take it. That's fine with me.
And it'll be great. And last but not least, I have the AFC West. Now, the AFC West, bottom of the division is the Raiders.
Okay, at least I got that right. Let's hear my reason.
They got Geno Smith. They got Pete Carroll, head coach. They got some Ashton Genty at running back. I still think Ashton Genty's going to have a monster year for the Raiders.
Okay, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a monster year, but it was alright. It was like a Monsters Inc. monster year, not like a Goosebumps monster year.
As long as that O-line can block for him, I still think.
Which they could not. They could not. They couldn't do it.
The Raiders, even though they're at the bottom of the division, I still think they get 7 wins.
No, God, no. They got 2. They get 2 wins or 3 wins. They somehow muster 3 wins. They did. They somehow mustered 3 wins in this division. Ugh, yuck.
At least 7 or 8 wins. It's going to be a tight division.
It was not a tight division at all. At all. At all. If the Chiefs would have got their crap together, it would have been a tight division. But it wasn't.
It's the toughest division in football, the AFC West.
No, it was not. It was, frankly, an easy division. You had the Broncos, who were fantastic. You had the Chargers, who were all right, but they would have been insanely good if they just had both their starting tackles. They swept the Chiefs, by the way. The Chiefs were terrible. They had 6 wins. And the Raiders, well, they were the Raiders.
Up next, it's a tough decision, but I'm going to go Chargers.
Okay, it was a tough decision at the time. It should have been the Chiefs.
Chargers, they went from 5-12 to 11-6 last year. They're a really good, tough opponent, rival for the Chiefs.
How many wins I got?
The first game of the season is going to be in Brazil against the Chiefs, and it counts as their home game.
They win. They beat the Chiefs.
Chargers. But I feel
Yeah,
like
they beat the Chiefs there, and
they're
they
going to
sweep the
get
Chiefs.
10 wins this year.
I was dang close. They got 11. I was dang close.
Chargers are probably going to get 10 wins. 10 or 11 wins. That's
okay, or 11. So I got it right.
They're going to get 11 wins and come third in the division.
Okay, well, they got second.
So, unless they lose some game by like a trick last play Hail Mary, or
I don't think they did, but there was a couple teams that lost kind of like that this year.
Block field goal or something insane, I see them getting at least 10 or 11 wins this year.
Which they did. So
next, we have the Denver Broncos.
I know ball.
Denver Broncos
they were so
are
good.
a 12-win team. A 12 or 13-win team. They are fantastic.
Okay, so they won 14 games. Okay, what am I doing? They won 14 games. So I was a little undercutting them there, but I don't think anybody expected the Broncos to win 14 games. So
Bo Nix will be amazing this year. I wouldn't be surprised if Bo Nix is in
absolutely
MVP.
Terrible. I mean, he was for a little bit, but never really, because the Broncos were frauds, and I called them out at the very beginning that they were frauds, and they ended up being frauds because they lost to the Patriots at home in the snow.
This season,
granted, nobody saw Bo Nix breaking his ankle in the playoffs,
or at least Offensive Player of the Year voting this season.
Not quite, but I'll take it.
I think the Broncos, they increased their defense a lot. They got a lot of good pieces.
They did. Their defense was dang good.
A couple coming from the 49ers and Dre Greenlaw and Kalahanga Hufanga. I hope I said that right. But and they also just signed J.K. Dobbins. So I guess we'll just see what happens from there. But obviously, at the top of the division, I have the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's hear the copium that I was smoking.
No brainer. They're finally getting Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice,
who did nothing and who's probably going to jail.
All together, healthy in the same room.
Yeah, it did nothing.
Mahomes coming back with less hair.
I don't know why he commented on his hair, but I mean, he did come back, and he was actually in the MVP race for a little bit. So I was kind of right, but I was mainly wrong.
This year. Then you got Isaiah Pacheco.
He was faster. I will say he was better at scrambling because he led the room in rushing yards for like multiple games.
Fully healthy. You got Kareem Hunt.
No, Isaiah Pacheco was not the same. Kareem Hunt, best short yardage back in the NFL.
You got Travis Kelce. You got...
Okay, Kelce wasn't bad. I don't think he's going to retire now that Bieniemy's back, but I don't know. He wasn't bad. He did drop some crucial passes, so...
A lot of other good tight ends in that room. You got, like, Noah Gray.
He was terrible.
On defense, you got that really good ball hawk corner from Cal.
Noah Williams was actually pretty good. He wasn't bad for just a plug-and-play player in that secondary. He was not bad at all, honestly. I think he was pretty good.
You got a really good linebacker out of Oregon. You've got
Jeffrey Bossa hardly
two
played.
New defensive linemen that can come in and rotate. I think...
Norman Lott and Jelani, they played a decent amount of snaps for rookie D linemen that were just getting rotated time, and they didn't play that bad. So I'm actually pretty excited for him next year.
George Karlaftis, FAU, I think they're up for a breakout.
FAU tore his ACL. George Karlaftis did nothing.
FAU needs the breakout year. George Karlaftis doesn't necessarily need it, but
honestly, I loved FAU because I'm a big K-State fan. If you can't tell, but FAU. He tore his ACL. He's probably done. We're probably gonna cut him. Sad, because he was a first-round pick.
Have it just because of the production he put up in the playoffs. This team,
which he didn't put
is
up,
gonna win 15 games. The Chiefs are going to win 14 or 15 games, and they're going to have to win 6 games. 15 games to win this division.
To win the division? Yeah, I know, but they won 6 games.
Now, I still think that the Chiefs sweep their division opponents. If they lose one game,
not even close.
To the Broncos in Denver.
To the Broncos in Denver. They lost to the Broncos twice, but granted, the second time they played them at home, they didn't have Mahomes. So
that is the only game I feel like they lose, unless they lose it just because they just sucked in that game.
Which to be fair, they actually did suck in that game. Like both teams sucked in that game. It was dog.
I feel like they're going to score a lot more points this year. They're going to put up a lot more points with the air raid type offense.
Okay, yeah, no, they didn't.
All right. So next, I've got something special for you. I've got a little bit of some postseason awards here that I'm going to...
Okay, this is where I cut it off because I have my old notebook right here. I can go back and look. I don't want to sit here and stare at my face forever. So, to start the year, I had Patrick Mahomes at MVP. I do kind of want to hear my reasoning for that. I mean, I know my reasoning. He was actually in the running for MVP for a while. Wasn't a bad take, in my opinion. And then he got injured, so whatever. Ashton Jeanty for Offensive Player of the Year. He's probably not going to get it. Or Offensive Rookie of the Year, I guess. He's probably not going to get it. It's probably going to go to, who's that quarterback? I don't know. It's not Cam Ward, but it's somebody else. I don't remember who's going to get it. But, it's definitely not Ashton Jeanty. I mean, he's still in the running, so it wasn't bad. Defense Rookie of the Year, Travis Hunter. Not good because he got injured. Offensive Player of the Year, Derrick Henry or Lamar Jackson. Neither of them are getting it. My reasoning for that was because I was saying they're going to run the ball. Derrick Henry actually had a good year this year. Lamar did not. And then Defensive Player of the Year, I had Jared Verse. No, it's going to be Myles Garrett. I didn't see Myles Garrett breaking the sack record. My NFC champion and my AFC champion was the Lions and the Chiefs. And that was terrible because, well, neither of them even made the playoffs. So I will... Gosh, this was terrible. But I look forward to making more content like this for you guys. And I love to do it. So anytime you feel like stopping by and checking out these videos, I greatly appreciate it. Please share it to somebody that will watch. It doesn't matter who you are. Please share the video, whether it be on Facebook or just sending it out on a text message. Please share the video because it will get more content views. And then I'll be able to make more content and it'll be great. So I'll see ya next time, guys. See ya.